你也没有帮过我什么？为什么你在住院之前你也没有给我打过电话？你住院的时候，你难的时候，你想起我来了。咱们都说好了，跟我你也别再找我了，你以后也不是我妈，你别管我了，行不行？
你咋跟他妈说话的？这是你妈，什么叫以后没任何关系了？
你是哥哥，
这是你妈，你记住这是你妈。
服务员给把椅子，俊明，
不是你妈妈吗？天天都是
以后没任何关系了。你给我解释什么叫没任何关系了？
俊明，我知道，你
啥话都能说出来。
就你养你的妈，
坐过来。他生
我了，他养我了吗？你在这说，
我没有。
现在知道上来了，你现在知道过来了，
就因为我给他送到他二姨家，今年我都
现在知道过来了。
When the daughter was in trouble, the mother did not help, gave both apartments to the elder brother, forcing the daughter out of the house. Now sick and hospitalized, the mother and son come to find the daughter to return home. The daughter angrily responded, "Now that you are in trouble, you think of me." Seeing that the younger sister wanted to cut ties, the elder brother swaggered onto the stage. If not for the host stopping him, he even wanted to hit the younger sister, cursing her as unfilial, daring not to recognize her own mother. But the younger sister said, from the moment she was born she was sent away, when she grew up she was brought back home as free labor, and right after graduating from college, they wanted to trade her for a bride price. Such a mother is not worth keeping.
你记住，这是你妈。你说话的时候，你注意点分寸。妈对你怎么样，你自己心里清楚。
我清楚得很，她对我怎么样，你不也看着呢吗？我离开这个家，我不去看她，真的只是因为她吗？难道没有你的原因吗？难道没有你媳妇儿的原因吗？
妈对你怎么样，你不清楚吗？
Jia Xing admitted, right after she was born she was sent to live with her aunt in the countryside, but when she finally was brought back home when she grew up, she was still unloved by her elder brother, and unloved by her parents. But she only wanted to do her best, afraid that her mother would abandon her again. No matter what dirty or tiring work in the family, she did it like a servant. But no matter how much she gave, she still could not gain her mother's recognition.
过节什么的，我都会拿着东西去他们家看他。那你想看他们的小孩送金镯子什么，我都送了。我对他们也真的很好呀。
我就把你拉黑了。
你就说，在我结过婚之后，我对你们不差吧？当时我老公生意做的不行，对吧？我们那个时候很难，需要10几万。那个时候房子分下来了，你们也不告诉我，是后来我才知道房子分下来。然后端午节我拿着礼去你们家，你怎么做的？你说你怎么做的？我拿着礼去你们家的时候你怎么做的？你说呀。
那是恁嫂的事好不好？恁哥根本都不知道，俺俩都不知道。后来恁哥也说恁嫂了，好不好？
不在家吗？你们不在家吗？直接都把我微信拉黑了，是什么意思？
我都不咋看手机，我咋会知道？
我怎么看？我不给你。那哥，你说我去门口的时候，他怎么就能在里面？我都听见里面有声音了，他都不给我开门。
恁嫂在那，他不敢出声，好不好？
Jia Xing told the host, ever since she was able to return to this home again, she did everything carefully, afraid her mother would abandon her again. So whether before marriage or after marriage, as long as her parents or elder brother had needs, she would try her best to help. But just when she encountered difficulties, her mother actually rejected her again.
因为我那时候就是刚生完孩子，我没有办法工作，然后我老公那边生意又出了一点小问题，我们需要钱，那时候非常需要钱，然后我就想着家里不是有2套房子，那个房子分下来了，我说去问一下，而且我之前对他们也很好，我想着大家都是一家人，就是可以去问一下能不能帮助我一下，我就去我哥家，然后我敲门，我就听到里面有声音了，我拿着礼过去了，而且当时是个节日，他们都是直接把我拒之门外，就不开门，我怎么敲都不开门。
我手里没钱呀。
你手里没钱？
我当时手里真的没钱呀，你知道
我一点都不相信你的话，他的钱都去哪儿了？他的钱是不是都给你了？我问咱妈也说没钱呀。
他当时虽然说给恁哥了2套房，有1套房还是得交房贷，我那点退休金我还得给他弄成房贷。你想想你那时候你回去，恁嫂挣的起头上了。
我当时刚生完孩子，我没有工作能力，我只能把我们住的房子抵押出去换点钱。现在我们生活好了，我不需要你那套房子了，行不行？我也不想跟你们有任何牵扯了。
Jia Xing admitted, just when she gave birth to her second child, because her husband's business had problems, she was pregnant and waiting for birth, also had no income for a long time, the household living expenses were difficult. So she brought gifts, wanting to see if her family could lend her some money. As a result, the whole family was at home, but no matter how she knocked on the door, no one responded inside. Later she found out, it was because they were afraid she came back to fight for the demolition apartments, so they cut ties with her.
你想想，咱这不都是有男孩，因为你结了婚了，你还想要这个房子，对不对？
这个房子必须得说，这个房子得说。陶女士，咱家现在分房了吗？
分房子了，那时候不一定就是说不一定能分到，我就是说我要是分了都给你。你看他哥也不容易，俩孩子是不是？
现在分了没？
分了。
分了几套房？
分了2套。
2套房。然后呢？怎么分配的呢？
你就给俺孩了。2
套房都给了。
对，他给了，他怎么没有去医院看看你呢？怎么没有去医院照顾你？
我当时也在医院好吗？我也住院了。
你住院，那你有病 表示嘛，我还转了3000块钱呢，你呢？
那你这样说，我住院你来看我了吗？
你有手有脚的，我为什么要照顾你啊？你有媳妇儿，你为什么要叫我照顾你啊？
不是，你明知道恁哥的家里头的地位高，恁嫂比恁哥挣钱多，明知道他不敢说那么多话，你非要还跟恁哥借钱，你想恁哥是不是得去找恁嫂要钱？
The mother explained, the daughter-in-law is the king of the household. Even she herself had to listen to the daughter-in-law, let alone the son. Because at that time, they thought it was the daughter who got the news, knowing the demolition compensation had come, so she came to fight for the property. But a married daughter is just like water thrown out, has absolutely no reason to come back and fight for property. To avoid family conflict, the daughter-in-law watched over her and the son, not allowing either of them to open the door, otherwise immediately going to the Civil Affairs Bureau to divorce the elder brother. So the elder brother was also stuck on the tiger's back.
基本上都是分给男孩，那女孩都结了婚，那是
怎么女儿就不是你的孩子了吗？
你看你要说这不都是跟着男孩子过？我平常是不是也是跟着恁哥过了？我也没有去跟着你过。
那你现在叫我回来干什么？你现在叫我过来是干什么了？
The mother told everyone, in their place sons take care of parents in old age, so property is all given to sons. Besides, her daughter-in-law is strong. If she dared to say one more word, the home would be completely overturned. But if that is the case, then you live well with your son and daughter-in-law. Why when you are sick do you call your daughter back home? Really treating the daughter as a tool, calling her when needed, discarding when not. This made the guests in the audience also angry.
两人不嫁，话说的不好听，事做的不漂亮。今天哥哥是跟谁来的？你自己要来的？
我今天陪着妈来。
哦，那就是助阵来了，耀武扬威。你刚才那个状态，我挡着你，怎么跟我妈说话的啊？你这个厉害，就是马前卒啊，急先锋啊！你就在这是挡着这个。
你知道具体原因吗？
啊？
你知道具体原因，你就在这批判我跟我妈吗？
我不知道具体原因啊。
我知道，那你
我就看你很硬气啊，我看着你说话我都害怕的。你上来之后的那个状态，挺胸叠肚，耀武扬威，一手指着你的妹妹的脸，我看不到一点骨肉亲情的状态，我怎么能理解你？我用知道什么具体状况吗？我当然不能知道具体状况，我只看到的就是这1秒钟的事。这1秒钟你变成这个样子，陪着母亲来，陪着母亲来。如果按你母亲所说是求得原谅的，那用得着你这么来说话吗？
你够了啊！
我怎么那你觉得我够了？
不是你说了这回事，那是人啊，孩也有苦衷。
Hearing the guests' criticism, the elder brother was furious. If not for the cameras, he even wanted to beat up the guest. The mother was sick, the younger sister did not care. You do not go to educate the unfilial daughter, instead you criticize us mother and son. What do you mean? But in the guest's view, the benefits were already taken by you. Now when you need a caretaker you want your younger sister again. How shameless is that?
那咱这不是自古以来不都是嫁出去了姑娘？那俺孩最起码你看他生了孩子都是按那姓吧。我不看俺孙去看他。
自古以来牛犁地呢，自古以来没有手机呢，自古以来没电视呢，别来这儿了。自古以来咱没这个节目啊，自古以来去国，你多大岁数啊？你500岁了？你自古以来你多大岁数了？你大我10几岁的人谈什么自古以来的人，卖什么老呢？包括这个说句话，什么自古以来老家的规矩，我告诉你，电视机前有的是我们老家的同胞、老家的观众在这看这个东西，你看看到时候弹幕上会怎么说？人家背不背这个锅？什么年代的重男轻女，什么都是嫁出去的姑娘泼出去的水。我够了，我不说了。
你说的太严重。
崔老师激动了。
Hearing the shameless explanation of the mother, the mentor was also furious. Directly threw down the microphone, unwilling to argue with her anymore. Afterwards the mother explained, in their village almost all demolition apartments were given to sons. She originally wanted to make an exception, but she had personally witnessed, because the natal family gave apartments to a married daughter, the whole family was in chaos. Eventually the family broke apart, wife and children separated, so she was truly afraid.
我也不是说非得要那套房，就是我困难的时候有一点小困难，对吧？我去找他们，我说跟他们借点，毕竟是我的家人。我以为我这么多年我对他们很好，我觉得我这些付出他们应该能看到，在我困难的时候能帮我一。
2套房子也不是太大，一个90多平方，一个100多平方。你想他有个妞上学了，还有个小孩才1岁多，
那一套房子就够了。
哎呀，你不知道俺那个媳妇儿可强势。其实我当时
可强势，那你让他照顾你啊？
来，俊明，我想问
你都不能理解你。我现在没有恁大了，我有时候我确实是我也当不了这个家，我想给你有恁嫂子那儿站住了，你说我咋说？
现在我嫂子就让我回去了，她就同意我回去了，她就能接纳我了，是为什么呢？
我是让你回来看我，没有说给恁嫂子你这妞天天都是这
事情到现在才
她就是对我有怨气，她就是想我没有给她房子。
The mother admitted, the apartments themselves are not worth much, because the daughter-in-law earns more than the son. She thought to let the son live in the larger apartment, the smaller one to rent out for extra income. This way the son could have more dignity in front of his wife. But she did not understand why the daughter had to fight. But Jia Xing said, she never thought to fight for property. At that time she really was in difficulty. She never thought to take without repayment. even if paying interest she would accept. But the mother and elder brother treated her like a plague god and hid from her.
拒之门外，
那不是俺孩儿的事儿，那是俺媳妇儿的事儿，他不叫开门。
所以家里有人。俊明，你也在家里，有没有钱咱们两说。但是你在家，你媳妇儿在家，你妹妹过来，你知道她要干嘛，你媳妇儿不让开门，就没开这个门。
我当时在。
对，所以这就是你妹妹刚才反复强调的，不仅是妈妈的问题，还有你的问题。
我手里真的没钱，
你没钱可以开门给妹妹说呀，你没钱可以。
他不是怕俺的儿媳妇生气吗？
怕他生气。你现在我在你心里排第几？你现在给我排序吧，行不行？
因为我儿子工作不是太好，媳妇儿工作好，他就是比较强势嘛。就是我儿子平时说话也做不了主，所以说我要把房子再给你，而不是想让儿子在儿媳妇那更没有说话的权利了。
给多久？
你这叫什么话呀？那你咋没想到我在这个家有没有说话的权利？
这是生他养他的妈呀！
你敢不应该？
怎么能说出这种话？
你是说不出来这种话，他怎么对我的？我为什么不能说出来这样的话？
咱妈对你也已经是很好了。
哪儿好呀？
哎，很好，那2套房子呢？
哎，哪儿好呀？
来，我听你说，俊明，那2套房子呢？
In the eyes of the mother and son, clearly the daughter was unfilial, now still came to blame them for not giving her property. How shameless. Seeing the mother and son actually put all responsibility onto the absent daughter-in-law, if hitting people was not illegal, the host really wanted to give them each a slap. How can people act like this? But in the eyes of the sick mother, now the daughter runs a nail salon, the son-in-law runs a car detailing shop, the son and daughter-in-law are just workers. Whether in conditions or income, the daughter is better than them. She herself has no job but still has to take care of her daughter-in-law's child, so how could they have money to help the daughter?
说的不是这个房子的事情，不是说这个房子有多少钱，不是说你们现在给不给我，是我当时困难的时候，你们为什么把我拒之门外？那我困难的时候，你是不是应该帮帮我？
咱这不都是给男孩吗？你看你非得给恁哥争这一点房，
我不是为了争那一点房，
是争口气。
你这就是你不帮我的理由吗？那我前段时间困难，我不是说一直有钱，那我是不是也得努力才能有钱？那他为什么不努力啊？
他咋不努力啊？他还得照顾他那个小孩呢。你又不是不知道
我照顾小孩，
我身体不好，
我不用照顾小孩，
你
还凭良替他照顾你，替我照顾过吗？而且他的小孩是不是当时我也带过？我是不是也帮过他？
不是跟着他可幸福，我叫你婆子给你带着，你叫我给你带上了。我给你找了要人那个好好的。
你现在让我回去干嘛？让你媳妇管你啊
In the eyes of the old mother, the daughter's current bad life is all her own fault. Originally, she introduced a wealthy son-in-law for her daughter, but the daughter refused. Later, the daughter wanted to open a nail salon, also had to take care of children, every day was busy, life was a mess. Even when she was sick and hospitalized, the daughter did not have time to care for her, only gave her a few thousand yuan. But did she lack that little money? What she needed was the daughter's company. She even advised her daughter to divorce and find a better man, but the daughter firmly refused. But the daughter already said not to control her, why still insist on calling the daughter home?
俺说了，有的时候我一说那又该说了，有的时候跟着儿子过来，我还有时候给他做饭看孩儿，毕竟天天跟着他。
您说媳妇儿挣钱比较多，所以现在这个家是媳妇儿在当家。
对呀。
您作为一家之主的话，一点话语权都没有。
对，所以说我就说了，有的时候他都不体谅我。
但是我觉得，阿姨，您难道自己都没有觉得很委屈吗？你想啊，你们分的房子2套都已经给儿子了，作为媳妇儿应该对您是感恩的呀。您平时给他做饭带孩子，对吧？然后她在外面挣钱，作为一个媳妇儿来说的话，已经这个婆婆是不错了。然后分的房子原本按情理来说可以给女儿1套，但是你2套都给了儿子，她应该也是对您要有感激的呀。
所以说嘛，我对这个儿媳妇也很失望，我就说想着我给俺妞联系吧，打电话她也不接。
但是你觉得在儿子这儿没有了指望，也觉得话也有一些失望，对不对？可是你想到没有，阿姨，我们人生最大的一个枷锁，虽然是理所应当，但最大的一个枷锁就是我是姨妈，就是因为这样的一套枷锁，完全可以忽略到女儿的感受，甚至说连一点女儿应有的尊重都得不到，就是因为这一句话，我是姨妈。人在最困难的时候，我想阿姨你也一定有这样的感触，人在最困难的时候，谁能帮我一把，我会记他一辈子，因为人都是有感恩之心的，特别是在最困难的时候。可是在最困难的时候，您的女儿在向她的妈妈和她的至亲求助的时候，你们是冷漠对待，那她的心死了。
Hearing the mother's thoughts, it turned out she felt her daughter-in-law could not be relied upon when old, so she wanted her daughter to take care of her. The guest was furious, calling her shameless. You already broke your daughter's heart, how can you think repairing is so easy?
其实我觉得我女儿从小也没在我身边，我想给她，但是呢，我儿子工作不是太好，我怕他们2口生气，毕竟我跟他生活在一起。再说咱们这儿反正习俗现在都是给男孩，所以说我就想着给我儿子。
你怎么哭了呢？你告诉我。
我也觉得有点对不起女儿。
现在觉得对不起我了。当时的时候你怎么没想？你去我店里在那哭闹，影响我生意，影响我赚钱的时候，那我不辛苦吗？我好不容易把这个美甲店开起来，对吧？你生病就因为我没去看你，就算我没去看，
我都去你店里头了，你都不理我，你想想我能不生气吗？
没有，
我能不把你东西扔掉？我要是不扔你东西，你还在那看跟那做美甲来，我去了他都不搭理我。你
成年人
是我是儿子亲戚，但是你也不能，你不能理解我吗？你哥结婚没几年，你爸都走了，我还得给你哥看孩子。你嫂子本身你哥在家地位都不高，
你别说我帮过你吧，对吧？我是帮过你，然后你去我店里在那闹，我的脸面在哪儿呀？你想到你的脸面，你想到我的脸面了吗？那你想到我的赔偿了吗？你把那些东西弄得到处都是，弄得人家身上都是，那你说我这些客人，如果万一他们再在外面说，那我这个店还开不开了？如果我没有收入来源，我该怎么办？
Speaking of guilt towards her daughter, the old mother shed tears, but thinking that when she was hospitalized, the daughter ignored her. When she went to the daughter's shop to make trouble, the daughter did not care, only continued to serve her customers. After all she gave birth to and raised her daughter, just because she did not give her property, the daughter did not want to recognize her. Is this not too unfilial? Seeing the mother still arrogant, the lawyer in the audience was furious. With this shameless attitude, how did the daughter do anything wrong?
你为什么要关着门这不开门呢？这是什么态度呢？我觉得哪怕你开门是吧？你说一说你的困难，你最后没有戒，可能没有那么大的伤害。那你不开门是什么呢？为不开门，我们小时候学的这个童谣啊，学的这个童话不开门，为什么不开门呢？外面是这个大灰狼啊，是坏人是吧？我们才不开门是吧？但是现在外面是咱们的亲人，你门都不开，你说这个，你这不是让人觉得你让妹妹怎么想呢？说你把我当什么了？当瘟神了？
当时你不知道，俺孩儿也想去开门，俺那个儿媳妇儿，
你别管什么原因啊，你别管你儿媳妇儿或者怎么样，你事实上最终是没开门是吧？你没开门你就演好，你仨人就别那个什么，就让妹妹觉得就家就没人是吧？你屏气凝神，你什么也别说是吧？你还让人家发现了你在屋里你不开门是吧？你这不是演技又拙劣是吧？这个办事又愚蠢，帮不了我，你替我出个主意也行。好家伙，你这不但是这个亲人当不了，你直接给我断亲了，你把我拒之门外是吧？那你现在这种状况下，说实话，你让我去劝他说你原谅母亲吧，你原谅你哥吧。当然，确实是你嫂子，可能真是她比较害怕。这话我说不出来，我觉得我说出来之后，我怕这个嘉欣她骂我，她打我。
In face of everyone's criticism, the old mother again explained, it was not that she did not want to open the door. She knew too well her daughter-in-law's temper. Her daughter-in-law's stance was clear. She was also too scared to move. Hearing the mother's explanation, the host was furious.
我就真不信了，堂堂7尺男儿，妹妹在外面求助于哥哥的时候，那个门就真的不敢开。那家里不是一个妻子呀，那是一只老虎啊，而且长得血盆大口的老虎，张牙舞爪在这个地方，你敢开门，我就撕了你们兄妹俩人，再带上妈妈，我不信。
这一次那仨要是再给那哥生气，这一次俺俩不会再想。
可是你让我怎么相信你啊？之前的时候我跟你说了，这什么踢出家庭群，这什么这些事儿，我跟你说了，结果没有任何的动静啊。
你现在给他东西他不需要，你该给他长头发的时候你没给，你该给他裙子的时候你没给，你该给他6岁之前妈妈的温暖的时候你没给，你在他最需要钱最需要帮助的时候你没有打开那扇温暖的门，你没给。现在他已经坚强，他不需要了，你要给他了，他不需要。
我是恁亲妈，过去的事你都那么记恨我吗？
又是这一句，
你看我现在我这样跟你说了。
Seeing everyone not believing her words, the mother again said, this time she asked the daughter to come home. It did not need the daughter-in-law's consent. If the daughter-in-law dared to oppose, she would support her son to divorce. But in the daughter's eyes, the mother had already abandoned her twice. She dared not hope anymore. With such relatives, she cannot afford to provoke, only to avoid. Seeing the daughter so determined, the mother suddenly said, she would give her other small apartment to her daughter.
其实我也有个想法，我就是想着等俺娘回来了，我说把我那套房给我娘，给我住那个房子给那妹妹。
你不用问儿子呀，谢律师刚才说的很清楚，那套房子老房子现在是你在你名下吗？
是。
那你想给谁给谁，就如同前面那套分的房子你都给你儿子是一个道理。
我不要，我现在有住的地方不用要，不需要。但是我就是想问你，有困难的时候你怎么没有这样想，想着来帮我呢？
你这妞就是对我有怨恨，过去的事咱都不说了，好不好？
可是过去的事情在我心里它过不去，那是你伤害我的事情，我没有过去，你凭什么说过去啊？
行了，妈，那房子给他。
你现在是呀，你看恁哥现在也同意说给你了，
我不想，我现在生活过得很好，我不想再跟你们有牵扯了，行不行？
The old mother said, through this illness, she clearly saw, the son and daughter-in-law cannot be relied upon. Thinking of her past guilt to her daughter, she was very regretful, so she wanted to try her best to make up for the daughter. Now under her name there is still a 60-square-meter-old apartment. When she returns home she will transfer it to her daughter. Seeing the younger sister again decline, The elder brother unwillingly said, "Give it to you then, you better not be ungrateful." But in Jia Xing's view, what she cared about was never the apartment. She has hands and feet, she can support herself. But what she cannot accept is, why when the family needed her, they would bring her back home, but when she was helpless in difficulty, they kicked her out. Such an unfair family. She only wants to escape far away, not to have any relation anymore.
This farce makes people see the other side of so-called motherly love. She kept shouting, "I gave birth to you," but in her life, she twice pushed her daughter away, giving all benefits to the son and daughter-in-law. Such a mother, is she still worthy of speaking of family affection? The elder brother loudly scolded the younger sister as unfilial, but in fact he is only too cowardly to defy his wife, a mama's boy. As for Jia Xing, she is not cold-blooded, she only refuses to be a sacrifice again. If family affection is only one-sided taking, then it is colder than strangers. If it were you, would you acknowledge such a mother? Or like Jia Xing, completely cut off the relationship? Can blood ties really bind a heart that has already been deeply hurt? Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this video, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.